This year was so much fun, but it definitely came with some challenges.
A break in the action. Now let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Take a look at the Heat. They've had a great season and will look to extend that into the playoffs. And of course, the Philadelphia 76ers. They find themselves in 6th place.
And for Philadelphia, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
I agree. As good as they've been, they do seem like they're missing that true killer instinct that sets the great teams apart from the good ones.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Jones is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at the point guard position. And for Philadelphia, Harris at small forward with Horford at the 4. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Richardson. And it's Milton in at the 1 spot. And you look at Jimmy Butler. He's about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
So it's Miami now. After the miss from Joel Embiid. Nunn passes to Butler. Jones trying to get open. Another shot. And Adebayo with the lay-in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Nunn. Back to Robinson. The 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The pass to Embiid. Butler with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Butler with the steal. They push it up, 4-on-3. Pass to Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
I love how Jimmy Butler let the play develop, how he's learned to trust his vision.
Milton the pass to Horford. Can't connect from short range.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Here's Nunn. Here's Adebayo. And Embiid with the block. Harris against Butler. Looking to end the run. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Nunn, guarded by Horford. Adebayo down low. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
And he really controlled the pace of the game by getting to the line. The D could not slow him down, and he took advantage of it.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons. Well, Smitty, for players and teams that are out of the playoff hunt, how do they stay motivated here to go the rest of the season every night, every practice, every trip?
And I think that's when the organization, your captains, your coaches, you got to talk about being a pro. Sometimes you lose focus. You're not in the playoffs, and maybe your team that was supposed to be or not slated to be in the playoffs. You still are a professional. You have to have a professional approach.
Milton's shot is good. Miami leading by 9. Here's Nunn. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. Robinson passes to Adebayo. And Embiid with the block. Here's Richardson. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Josh Richardson being aggressive. This is what his teammates want, and they can feed off that emotion and intensity.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. He told me that Tobias Harris is a big focal point for their defensive scouting report, adding, he's become an elite scorer. We want to show him multiple defenders and force him to rely more on his passing. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And with Josh Richardson, they love his size in the backcourt and his mobility. He moves extremely well.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
The Heat leading by 5. Here's Hero. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Adebayo passes to Hero. 6 to shoot, and a wide open look for Iguodala. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Here's Thibault. Count the basket.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
This is the tricky part, having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
Here's Hero. From deep three-point range, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And a moment now to look at the stats for Dragic. Over the last month, getting it done. He's putting up about 17 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem well.
You're looking at the list of the NBA's top shooters from behind the arc for the past month. Kelly Olynyk on top.
Sometimes a three-point shooter gets into that rhythm and just keeps carrying it over. It's been the case for him the entire month.
Scott hits them both. Dragic with it. 11-point game his last outing. And there's a whistle. That goes on Neto. That is his first foul of the game. There's Dragic with the 3. Al Horford with the rebound.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Here's Thibault. Right side, Scott. Fade away, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dragic taking his time here. They could use a bucket. Hands it from downtown.
Good rhythm from deep. Goran Dragic always more accurate when he's shooting under control.
Neto, the pass to Korkmaz. Here's Thibault. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Thibault's got his second basket of the night. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. Live. Tough-nosed Jimmy Butler talks about the mantle of being a friend.
You call me a leader, all-star, whatever you want to call me.
And that's what he worked for. And he works as hard as anyone, Greg, in the NBA.
And you see that competitiveness and desire in his play.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Miami, Jay Crowder out there with Myers Leonard. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Olynyk. And it's Hero in at the shooting guard. Burks the pass to Scott. You know, Well, Steve, the 2018 rookie class really burst out onto the scene. What has impressed you most about that group?
I think a couple things, Kevin. First of all, they're very talented. They handle themselves extremely well off the court. But most of those guys were able to last through the rookie wall and play pretty much 75 to 82 games.
Yeah, really put their fingerprints on their team, didn't they?
They did, and a lot of those guys are leaders.
Tobias Harris is checked in for the 76ers.
Great position on that play from Tobias, challenging the shot and getting a piece of it.
Now Burks, 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder and scorer.
None, that's good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
It's Richardson on the wing. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. The Heat trail by 4. Butler on the wing. Burks covering. Butler passes to Nunn. Over Harris. Nunn can't get it to fall.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
And the dunk by Embiid.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Off target from three-point range. Here's Richardson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Josh Richardson, a 3-and-D type player. He committed himself last year, Smitty, to defense.
Kevin, he felt like he wasn't being impactful on the defensive end and vowed to amend that. He can be a nuisance with that reach, and he's put in that extra work to solidify his defensive presence.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Alec Burks. Heat also with a sub. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Leonard. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game. The 76ers leading by 7. Harris, right side. Fades back. Another miss by Philadelphia. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
None, that's good. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Philadelphia. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that will be the 3rd of 5 straight played at home. The Heat trail by 6. Nunn passes to Silva. Here's Nunn, guarded by Harris. Passes to Silva. They get it back. Adebayo goes up again. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Korkmaz checked in for Glenn Robinson III. And Raul Neto subbed in for Shake Milton. Jones checked in for the Heat. Iguodala comes in for Robinson. Free throw good. Adebayo. Philadelphia leading by 3. Down low. Here's Embiid. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Butler. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Adebayo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Nunn passes to Butler. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Jones, no luck.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Nunn passes to Butler. Inside. Adebayo kicks to Jones. Lock at 6. Harris against Iguodala. Over Harris. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Neto. Embiid is at the elbow. And they double up Embiid. Takes it from 10. Kicks it out to Richardson. Connects from 3-point range. Now it's a 6-point Philadelphia lead.
Though Richardson's improved his ball handling, he's still more comfortable in catch and shoot.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. They get it back. Butler passes to Jones. The pass to Nunn. Poke loose. Tries again. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. That'll do it for the first half. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, for the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all. That's all for now.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And you look at Adebayo, what a contribution.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
Big forward pair. Harris the 3 and Horford the 4. Then there's Richardson. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Milton in at point guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Harris misses.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
He has led this team in rebounding and also taken on the role of enforcer.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Embiid, no good.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Butler kicks to Jones. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Adebayo. Milton's shot is good. Milton's got 6 points. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Nunn passes to Butler. A shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense from Harris.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Pass to Horford. Out to Harris. Shoots the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 3 assists now in this one. The Heat trail by 7. Timeout called, the Heat. Interesting, Smitty, we're seeing guys like Dirk and Vince Carter play into their 40s. I'm wondering if this is a byproduct of improved nutrition and conditioning, and if that accelerates this trend.
I think it does, Kevin. I also agree to add to that. I think the game is less physical. I think a lot of those guys are taking care of themselves, but when the game is not as physical, it's a lot more perimeter, you can play longer. I'm curious, Kevin, will anybody play into their 50s?
You know, wouldn't that be amazing? That's a good question. Crowder with it, and Burks picks him up defensively. No good from outside. The 76ers leading by 7. Here's Milton. 6 points for him. Passes it to Scott. It's deflected. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the Heat with the ball. The Heat trail by 7. Here's Hero. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Drops in the tray.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. All sorts of time. Rebound by Olynyk.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Here's Dragic. The shot will not fall. Here's Philadelphia. Here's Thibault. Pass to Milton. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Crowder dishes to Olynyk. Leonard trying to break free. And the basket by Olynyk.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
The pass to Scott. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 4.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Hero passes to Crowder. Leonard trying to break free. Shot by Crowder, no good. The 76ers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Scott lays it up and banks it in. And it's a 6-point 76ers lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Back to Dragic. A minute 42 left here in the third quarter. Outside Leonard. Shoots over Scott. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. The 76ers leading by 6. To the inside. Here's Thibault. Good work defensively by Crowder.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Here's Hero. Up and in on the layup. Hero's got 5 points now this quarter.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
And the 76ers call time here. The Heat making a switch here. Well, there have been a few small forwards helping their teams in all sorts of ways lately. Like this group leading the position and rebounding the last 10 games. Tobias Harris is second.
And maybe they're not the biggest or strongest players in the front court, but that hasn't limited their ability to get in there and mix it up and come up with a lot of rebounds night in and night out.
This group, they all play big, and the numbers they're able to put up on the glass makes them so valuable.
And here is Iguodala. No points in the game yet for him. Over Robinson. Iguodala. No good.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over eager.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Miami. The 76ers have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And Miami making a change here. And so he hits both. Well, we knew that Tobias Harris would be one of the big names during free agency this past summer.
Wasn't a lot of speculation for him when free agency hit. Ends up staying with the Sixers, and I think it makes sense for both sides, and he fits nicely next to Embiid.
Neto with the bucket. Neto's got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Yeah, he's a one-man show in transition. Impressive play, taking it right to the rim.
11 seconds left in the third. Here's Nunn. Tries it from the top of the key, and he nails the jumper. Nunn's got 7 points. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. 76ers lead by 8. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so here is Philadelphia on the floor for Miami. They've got Adebayo. Iguodala out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's none in at the points. Here's Richardson, banked in off the glass.
He's comfortable attacking in the painted area. Josh Richardson is using his size to make it look easy.
Pass to Butler. Goes back up. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And the D getting outwork there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
And the shot goes in from Embiid.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Outside Butler. Lobs up the alley-oop pass. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes. Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
This is what you want. Put the defender in a position where he has to foul you to stop you. Richardson can be a tricky cover.
Smitty, we're seeing preseason and even regular season games take place overseas on foreign soil. Would you have enjoyed that when you were playing?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I know the travel is an added challenge, and at the same time, you appreciate where the game takes you. It is definitely growing globally, going places you might otherwise never experience, especially in a basketball setting.
And the 76ers making a change here. Milton's checked in. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Harris finds Horford. Horford double team. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And the 76ers lead by 16. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here. Richardson kicks to Embiid. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Well, Steve, we keep seeing new arenas and new state-of-the-art training facilities. As a player, what do you value more, home court or the practice court?
Kevin, I really think it's the practice court because you spend so much time there. But a lot of times now, franchises have both, the home court and their practice facility right inside the arena. If you can have the practice court at an all-time high, something guys like and love, they'll spend a lot of time there.
Dragic, the pass to Butler. Now here's Dragic, guarded closely. Shoots it up. Miami no good on that time either.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Robinson against Richardson. Robinson passes to Adebayo. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
The 76ers leading by 17. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
The Heat shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Dragic dishes to Butler. Now here's Dragic. Outside Butler. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Horford's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Richardson attacking. Can't hit that one. The Heat trail by 19. Robinson passes to Dragic. No good with the triple.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Harris, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Butler with the ball, picked up by Harris. Miami no good on that time either.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Really left alone that time.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the 76ers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight. And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Joel Embiid.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Offensive rebound, Jones. And the layup falls.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
And the 76ers with possession. 22 is their biggest lead. Timeout called the 76ers. They're in front by 18. 23 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And the game pretty much over. Curious timeout here.
In my opinion, I think they're looking to make a substitution, but let's see out of the timeout.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pell misses off the right iron. Dragic with it. So it's the 76ers winning this one easy. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.